Alright then, let's talk about the BTCC at Snetterton, and I'll start off with, it is relatively easy to be able to find a full replay for it with ITVX. It can be a bit difficult at times, especially jumping through, because you don't get, like, this is where this race happens, this is where that race happens, but overall I can be quite happy with that. I mean, it's not as bad to find on catch-up as something like, say, I don't know, Extreme E, and it has better promotion than something like Extreme E, but then we are talking about stuff that's been very well established as a series for yonks. And, wow. There were all kinds of storylines across the three races. One of the things was the tyre strategy across the three different races, and what went on for West Surrey, where they picked the same tyres for all of their cars, and they were running together in race 3, and there was a little bit of contact. But, I don't know. I get what people are going for when they say you should put them on different strategies, but at the same time, I think they were the ones they thought were going to be optimal, and they probably would have given the drivers the option to go into something else as well. Drivers went with it, so as much as it may have been bad intel, or misinformed from the intel, the drivers probably did have a say in what they chose in the end anyways. There were stories elsewhere as well. There was Josh Cook climbing up through the order, and that happened over the course of the day. What was it? It started the day 26th and then ended the day in 5th. Dan Camish also has a really nice climb up the order. We saw Tom Chilton had a good climb up the order earlier on as well. And Rookie Collard as well, I believe, had a good climb up the order in race 2 after the retirement in race 1. In terms of the winners, was it the first win of the season for Tingram? Yeah, it was, wasn't it, in race 3? And then Ash Sutton managed to get a double in the first 2 races, which means that the top 2 in the standings are Sutton from Ingram by 7 points. Go back another 19 points and you find Turk, who been really consistent, Colin Turkington. You can see right behind him on 98 points, Dan Cam and Jake Hill. So it shows you who's been there or thereabouts throughout the season. You've got the race winners up there, not all of the race winners though, but the main thing is these are all people who've consistently performed, and well, the top 3 are up there as the most successful ones in the BTCC at the moment, well, in terms of the active drivers at least. So yeah, it's been a good watch, and one of the things I do like is you can't really tell who's going to do well where. Like, the BMW is still a good launch, but it really struggled in corners relative to, say, the motor-based car. But then I don't know if Snet's the best one to analyse for it. It's one of those ones which is relatively flat compared to, say, a Donington or especially an Alton. Not much in the way of gradient, and the corners tend to be a bit slower. Next time out's my home track, it's Thruxton. Fastest track on the calendar. Some variety in what the corners are. They tend to be medium to high speed with a couple of slow chicanes. So let's see if that supposed straight line advantage, which didn't look it from the speed traps, is there for the motor-based cars. That'll be the biggest test, and that is in just under 2 weeks. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.